Welcome to Mock Interview Pro, where we help you ace your upcoming interviews with confidence. Today, we're diving into the role of a library page, an essential part of the library team that ensures everything runs smoothly behind the scenes. Let's kick things off with a common question you might encounter. Can you tell us about a time when your keen attention to detail helped prevent a major problem or mistake? This question is all about showing your ability to notice the small things that can have a big impact. Libraries depend on accuracy and precision, so demonstrating this skill is crucial. Here are some tips to help you craft a strong response. Think of a specific instance that highlights your attention to detail. Clearly set the scene by explaining the context and potential issue. Detail the steps you took to address the problem. Share the positive outcome resulting from your actions. Keep your response concise and focused on the impact of your efforts. Now, let's hear an example of how you might answer this.
During my internship at a library, I noticed some book due dates were incorrectly entered into the system. I double-checked the entries and found several errors that could have resulted in fines for patrons. By correcting these, I ensured patrons received accurate information and maintained good relationships with them.
By the way, we're only covering a handful of questions in this video, but I've prepared a free PDF with all 30 top interview questions for library page. It also includes example answers and tips to help you prepare with confidence. The download link is just below. Tell me about a time you collaborated with a team to tackle a challenging project. What role did you play? This question explores your teamwork abilities, a vital aspect of working in any library. It's important to show that you can work well with others to achieve a common goal. Let's discuss some tips to approach this question. Select a specific project you worked on with a team. Clearly outline your role and responsibilities. Explain the challenge your team faced. Highlight the outcome of your teamwork. Reflect on what you learned from the experience. Here's an example of how you can structure your answer.
In my volunteer role at a local library, our team was tasked with organizing a large community book fair. I coordinated schedules and communicated with vendors. We faced challenges with last-minute cancellations, but we successfully adapted and found new vendors, making the event a success while learning the importance of flexibility.
Can you share an example of how you handled a difficult interaction with a library patron? Handling customer interactions with patience and empathy is key in a library setting. This question assesses your customer service skills and your ability to manage conflicts gracefully. To help you answer this, consider these tips. Stay calm and listen to the customer without interrupting. Acknowledge their feelings to show empathy. Provide a clear solution or explain the library's policies. Offer alternatives if possible. Conclude by checking if they need further assistance. Now, let's hear how you might address this question in an interview.
At my previous job, a patron was upset about a late fee. I listened to their concerns and acknowledged their frustration. I explained our late fee policy and offered to waive the fee as a one-time courtesy, which made them feel heard and satisfied.
Imagine you have several high-priority tasks. How would you decide which one to tackle first? This question evaluates your ability to prioritize effectively, a crucial skill when juggling multiple responsibilities in a library. Here are some strategies to help you prioritize tasks. Evaluate deadlines for each task to identify the most urgent ones. Consider the impact of each task on library services or patrons. Communicate with team members or supervisors if you need clarity. Break down tasks into manageable parts and assess which part is critical. Prioritize based on the connections or dependencies between tasks. Let's see an example of how you could approach this question.
I would first look at the deadlines to see which task is due soonest. Then, I would consider which task has the largest impact on our patrons. If I'm unsure, I would consult my supervisor for guidance.
How would you handle a situation where two patrons want the same book, but there is only one copy available? This question is designed to assess your conflict resolution skills and ensure you can handle tricky situations diplomatically. Here are some strategies to approach this scenario. Acknowledge both patrons' interest and express understanding of the situation. Check if the book is available for hold or reservation. Suggest alternative titles or similar books that each patron might enjoy. If needed, consider a fair method to determine who gets the book first. Follow up with both patrons to ensure they are satisfied with your assistance. Here's how you might handle this situation.
I would first acknowledge both patrons' interest in the book and understand their eagerness. Then, I would check if the book can be reserved or if there's a wait list. If they both want it right away, I could suggest some similar titles that they might enjoy in the meantime.
Before we wrap up, remember you can get all 30 questions, example answers, and step-by-step tips in a handy PDF. Totally free. Just grab it below.